Oh, happy day, oh, happy day. I was gonna say the other thing right now, and so I just had to like snap out of it somehow. I was gonna say good, morning, but I'm not gonna say this thing until I find my level of understanding and peace for me, because it's all about the balance. So it seems as silly as it can be, but it's always just the baby steps that we take, because that is what goes a long way. Like just even the fact that I'm not going to say blessings anymore, just because of my association of that and the meaning of that, based on just what it says. When you just remove the B, you got less, right? And then to understand that the definition of blessed is to mark someone with less. I know I sound silly, but it's this transitioning in me, and me finding meaning for me, because this unity thing, understanding it, third party way, to understand that united is this mind's hive that is conditioned to us over time, removing the individual within I, that is a piece of a whole, although we are one, truth be told. But this level of breaking it down to associate it with self somehow, and remove self from this plane of existence, because we're met with so much of this resistance. So it's like trippy effects. It's like, who needs the DNT, man, when that is going on inside these lands? All that does is intensify it, so where it causes you to focus and hone in on the majesty of all these marvelous things that occur naturally. That's the thing. You know what I mean? So, don't knock it just because we're sold on something that doesn't want you to get there. Just thinking about, like, even just the beauty of the art that takes place, even just as I speak right now, the strings somehow that just orchestrate out loud and create. Yeah. Everything that I resonate with at this moment in time, I'm even stripping this segment of life apart, in search of this part, or understanding it, you see, because even though I might receive these downloadings of uploadings of just these knowings, that's the best way to describe what's going on inside, that I can internalize and externalize and just share with you somehow. How deep this well is that exists. Like, it's like the descriptions of just even this rabbit hole of life, that's an illusion. That's an illusion. To mirror that illusion and reflect upon it still, in terms of this well of understanding already, just with whatever has resonated, that is just like some truth in some kind of way. It's like kind of like when I say, okay, fine, this is how we navigate, this is how we understand things to be, but please tell me who raised the first babies, what womb did they exude from? See, because this line of thinking is fun. I've been asking this question since young. Who were the first babies? You see, if we're understanding the physiological and biology of how we come into being, and then religion can be deceiving, for people will defend and fight till the bitter end on this supposed story of creation, yet subject themselves to law and order on the physiological and biological the biology of this mastery of human being that we supposedly are. And intellectually internalize this as law and order truth, but yet go to war with you to say that their religion, Bible, law, and how they say that men and women have been put onto these lands is the creation that they stand. But tell me, man, how is this contradiction of yours that you're walking around, you know, as your truth? How is that not a contradiction to you? Yeah, are you a mother or a father, or did you not come from this state of existence to here on these earthly lands? Well, let me guess. We're going to go back to Adam and Eve lands. That's how we came to be. So even in that understanding, why is there so much racism you see? Why is there so much division you see? If that is the beginning of time, or just whatever other religions say, that is the creation, where we came out from: sea, water, whatever, fire, bird, animal, ape, whatever the case may be. The first on these lands. Tell me, how did they raise themselves to be? What womb is it that we speak? Aha, this poetry. It's so deep. Yeah, you see how I think? So, you know, but anyways, just the understanding of certain things and just the things to be. Because even this whole hype, man, on spirituality, I'm like, that is still part of this conditioning, evolutionizing into existence. For there has so many ripple effects of so many things, that these things that create what is original, you see, what is first thought of, you see. And this is the interesting thing within me, because the experiences that I have, that even I get weary of sharing on like Google to like look it up in some kind of way, because a lot of the things that I experience in some kind of way, I do not find to date. And that is interesting. And then there are some things that I didn't find in my research lands. And trust me, I have tried, man, for I am a wordsmith. Ancient am I. I am. That's a question, man. You see what I mean? Of how we put things into sentencing. Ha! So, anyways, I am. Even seeing now of just the creation of a womb of wordsmithing somehow, how a few years back, because I have searched, that is fact, and due to my search has now evolved some creations of answers of things that were not found once upon a time, that now have contributed to this timeline. And just think of creator of that due to the fact that I asked, and ye shall receive. But still, what is this womb that we think we perceive from where we receive? Interesting state of events. So, on that note, it's very interesting because so many things are evolving, and so many things and realities and truths are emerging due to the battle cry of soul lives that have gone on through these centuries and during this time, wanting to understand why. Desperate for truth. That cry is their root. And there are ripple effects that no matter the sorcery one may project, the ripple effects are black matter open. Black matter open. Black matter open. A lot of things left unspoken shall be spoken. Take this as a token for the awoken in you. This is what poetry will do to you. For it shall seduce you and make you feel how tantalizing and mesmerizing love of self can feel when you take hold of the wheel of life at this time. How many of you are getting through to the roots of everything within and around you? You see through. And how many of you are persevering even when you are challenged by this challenger that comes your way, that wants to just rock your boat in some kind of way? Let them come out and play. How many of you are beginning to feel and know without a shadow of any doubt what you hold inside of your own shrine, outside of this hive? How many of you feel and know? Feel and know. Beautiful. Rise and shine. Namaste. So this sweet man just now asked me how, he said, I just heard that you lost one of your dogs. And so he started asking me how I was feeling about this. Hold on. Yeah, stop. I just want to say I appreciate all the love every day. At the end of the day, I'm just a savage discipling energy, you see? Because energy is the principle, as you can see. I breathe. If you check out my my Instagram and my other social medias, you will see energy is the principle of me. So I be discipling, you see.